Hello, welcome back to my video. So, let me introduce myself first. My name is Pratama. My episode number is 19 and I'm from A1 class in Pasar. So, in this video, we're going to discuss about the topic, and then the title is active and passive voice. What is active voice? Active voice is the subject is performing the action, and then passive voice, the action's target is positioned first as the focus of the sentence. Next, we have changes of active into passive. So we have 10 changes here. First, there is present simple passive. Second, present continuous passive. Third, past simple passive. Fourth, future simple passive. 5. Present perfect. 6. Past perfect. 7. Passive voice without be. 8. Passive of verbs containing to object. 9. Passive voice of sentences containing prepositions. And 10. Passive of verbs with object and object complement. Present simple passive. So, the active pattern of present simple passive. The active form, the active pattern is subject plus verb 1 plus object. So, if we put it in a sentence, it's gonna be I buy a glass. And then for the passive form, subject plus is, am or are plus verb 3 or past participle plus by plus object. So it's gonna be a glass is bought by me. Present continuous passive. For the active pattern is subject plus is, am or are plus verb in plus object. So in the sentence it's gonna be he is eating noodle. And then in the passive pattern is subject plus is, am or are plus being plus verb 3 plus by plus object. Noodle is being eaten by him. Past simple passive. For the active pattern is subject plus verb 2 plus object. So in the sentence it's gonna be she drank a cup of tea. And then for the passive pattern is subject plus was or were plus verb 3 plus by plus object. A cup of tea was drunk by her. Future simple passive. For the active form or for the active pattern is subject plus will plus verb 1 plus object. I will start the game. And then the passive pattern is subject plus will. Subject plus will be plus verb 3 plus by plus object. The game will be started by me. Present perfect passive. For the active pattern is subject plus has or have plus verb 3 plus object. He has driven a car. For the passive pattern is subject plus has or have plus been plus verb 3 plus by plus object. A car has been driven by him. Next, past perfect passive. For the active pattern is subject plus had plus verb 3 plus object. It's gonna be she had copied my answer. And for the passive pattern is subject plus had plus been plus verb 3 plus by plus object. My answer had been copied by her. Next, passive voice without be. Passive voice without be or agent is very common. We use passive voice without be or agent when an agent is not a noun. For the examples, my laptop was stolen. The door is locked. The war will be started. So, look at the first example. My laptop was stolen. So, we don't know who was stole my laptop. So, we have to use passive voice without be here. Next, there is passive of verb containing two objects. There are some verbs which have two objects: indirect object and direct object. Some of these common verbs are send, show, and give. For the examples, he was sent a message by the teacher. They were showed the truth by her. The students were given the task by the lecturer. And then look at the first example here. He was sent a message by the teacher. So in this sentence, use two objects, indirect and direct. So the word message here is indirect object, and by the teacher is direct object. Same as the first example. Now look at the second example. The truth is indirect object, and by her is direct object. Okay. Next, to passive voice of sentences containing preposition. When we put an active sentence where a preposition follows after the verb, example questions, break into, listen to, and look for. These are into passive. For the examples, the pet shop was broken into. The music was listened to. The baby was looked for. So here, the word broken into, listened to, and looked for is a preposition. Next, passive of verb with object and object complement. After some verbs, the direct object can be followed by an object complement. When its clauses are made passive, these object complements become subject complements. They come after the verb. For the example, she was called smart by the other student. Next, she was regarded as an expert. Last, she was considered a genius by the teacher. So, the word called smart, and for example, regarded as an expert, is in a second example, and then consider a genius. In the third example, we can see the word smart is the complement from word called. She was called what? She was called what? So she was called smart. And then he was regarded. He was regarded as an expert. She was considered a genius. So the word smart as an expert and also genius is the complement from the from the first object here. So the first object are called, regarded, and also considered. Okay, that's all about my material today, and I do apologize if I made a mistake during this discussion or during this presentation, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.